You know, I'm not a grandma yet, but I am a great aunt, so I'm practicing for things to come. And anytime I get to stay with my little niece, it's just a joy. You know, it's fun when you babysit children that are not your own. You allow them to do things you would have never allowed your own children to do, and you tolerate things that would have never been acceptable with your kids. But, you know, it's fun. You just let them be them. So, you know, if you want me to babysit for you, sign me up. We'll have all kinds of fun. We'll make big messes. We'll have great stories to tell. I'm not a health hazard, but just be ready. So, most of you have heard about us saving the earthworms, but we weren't through playing after that. We decided we would jump in puddles. So I did have the wherewithal to make her put on her old shoes. See, she had new shoes on the counter that her dad had bought her, but I knew better than to go there, so we put on the old shoes and we went out and found puddles. We jumped and we giggled and we laughed and we'd go find the next one. And what I realized is the puddles that she liked the best were the ones that were fairly large, that had a lot of dirt in the bottom of them, and as she began to jump, she would make a muddy, murky mess. She could no longer see her feet, and she didn't know what she was doing and stirring that up, but she would jump and jump and jump, and the mud would go everywhere, and it would get on my arms and get on my legs and, you know, get on my clothes and all over her, but we would laugh and we would giggle, and then she would get out of the puddle, and she would turn and she would look at it, and the dirt began to settle, and it would clear up, and she would see her footprints. And I started thinking, isn't that like us in life? What we do is we get ourselves in puddles and we get ourselves in messes and we make a muddy mess and we can't see our footing while we're jumping, and we even splash others in the midst, and we might even get dirt on them. But it's after we've gone through that and we look back and the dirt settled and the water's clear and we see our footprints and we see the traction that we made and we see the things that God has walked us through, that we really can walk in freedom. You know, a footprint is a big thing in the crime scene. The person that caused the damage, they're always looking for their foot, the size of the foot and the traction and the shoes that they wear and where they walked. It's a whole lot like that in the spiritual realm. I want to know that I made traction. And I walked the walk that I was supposed to walk, and I treaded where I was supposed to tread, and then I can look back and I can see the things God has delivered me of. And you know, just like my niece, my daddy has new shoes for me. I don't have to wear those muddy old shoes. I can put on new shoes and I begin to walk. And just know when these get muddy, He's going to give me new ones. But it's when I look back at the things that have cleared up now, but I see my footprints in, I can give glory to the things God has delivered me of. And so I'm encouraging you today to look back at those things, see them as a blessing in your life, see where your traction has been, see the footprints that you've left, and go forth and make the footprints God would want you to make in this era of your life. Because you have a mission and you have a part to play. Go forth, make traction, get your shoes on. Your daddy's got a new pair for you. Blessings.